This is Hogwarts. The castle we all know and love, our home away from home, and the bane of my existence for the last year of my life. Sounds dramatic, but what does that even mean, right? Well, it's just a big castle. Dare I say, a mega castle. In Minecraft, that equates to grinding out materials, planning the build, placing the walls, repairing walls you misplaced. Then Plato, if you hate it so much, why are you doing it? Let me be clear, I don't hate it. I love it, but let me show you just how slow the progress really is. This is how much I get done in 1 week of Minecraft. Well, it's Monday, and you know what that means. Back to building school. I like to start my week off by getting my least favorite chore done, harvesting the wheat. I remember when wheat used to be satisfying to harvest, but now I spend way too much time harvesting it to make the packed mud and mud bricks for the castle. As far as building Hogwarts goes, I recently finished the majority of the clock tower, and I am now working on building the courtyard. It's kind of a painful build, it has lots of arches that I'm afraid I may not be able to do justice, but before we worry about those, let's go ahead and get in the top portion that is just solid. I am now realizing I used the wrong blocks for the top. Classic, but that's a tomorrow problem. Happy Tuesday. First thing I gotta do is undo the mess I made of that wall, rebuild it with the proper blocks, and then I want to also figure out how I want the top edge to look. Other courtyards of Hogwarts usually have a roof over most of it. This one is unique in that it stays open to the sky for most of it. I decided on some andesite stairs, which I think look decent as a capstone. I also threw some in for a detailed ridge along the outside edge. It's bedtime, but tomorrow we'll start on the enclosed part of the roof. We've made it halfway through the week. In real life, I'm happy to reach Wednesday. In Minecraft, I wish I had accomplished more by now. I started to build up the roof on the far side of the courtyard using deep slate, my favorite roof block, and outlining it with a bit of andesite to give it some definition. You really can't accomplish much on a Minecraft day. It flies by, and just like in real life, there just isn't enough time to accomplish everything you would like to. Happy Thursday, and if you do the exact same thing Thursday as you did Wednesday, does it even count as a new day? That would have serious implications for everyone's lives if it were true. The roof now semi-complete, I will now turn my attention to the arched supports for this roof. It took me a few minutes to find the proper measurements of these arches, and I'm still 10% certain I got them wrong. We have made it successfully through to Friday. Never thought we would get here. Today we're going to be building these arches into a shape that I'm more happy with. I never really tested how I wanted these to look, but I think like this. I finalized the look of the arches and then replicated that for the rest of them. It took time, but I think that looks pretty good. Fully into the weekend now, and let's take a look at our progress so far. The wall is looking good, but I see that on the corner I need to add 2 round towers. Round in Minecraft isn't too difficult, but it'll take some experimentation to make sure they get the right size. I always start my testing with stone, that way I don't lose valuable blocks if I need to redo it. Happy with the circle outline, I decided I may as well salvage all the blocks I dropped. After that, I built up the second little tower outline, and that's a good Saturday. And so we have made it to the end of the week. Sunday is all about filling in the walls of these towers and adding the classic gradient I use for the rest of my castle. I ran out of mud for the build, so I made a trip for that. I'm starting to regret building my courtyard over this pillager outpost, but at the same time, the Death Eaters give a little life to the build, so I finish up the mud and dripstone layers and realize we're going to need more tuff. So into the mines we go. I made quick work of it and then made my way out of the Chamber of Secrets. I put the last few layers of blocks, capped it off with some andesite, and that looks pretty good, I think. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for making this video possible. Click this video for more Hogwarts.